We are live, and it's time to click the Instagram go live clicker thinger. Go live. All right, now that I'm live on Instagram, in addition to X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Twitter, we're everywhere and nowhere because some people aren't watching. But we could be everywhere if everywhere people were watching. So, nevertheless, let's move on. Today is December 20th of the year 2023, just 5 days before Christmas. If you are a person, Christian, who celebrates the holiday of Christmas. Of course, you don't necessarily even have to be a Christian. I know that there are people who are supposed atheists who still do the gift exchange thing and may put up a tree or whatever decorations. There may be Santa worshipers. You never know what's out there. I don't claim to know every type of person and personality and religion type of person out there. So, I'm just making a guess, but I'm guessing there could be Santa worshipers out there. Anyway, that being said, let's move on from that stupid topic. I have some great news here. La 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 la. So this video here, which I have put up on YouTube, and it is actually doing pretty well as far as I am concerned. It's the short that's doing really well. And if we take a look at some stats here, I actually have a screenshot to which that wasn't supposed to happen. Ooh, there we go. Screenshot from my YouTube channel, and we've got what is that? Almost 55,000 views on this particular short on YouTube, which to me that's pretty good. For being a nobody, it's really good. We do have some on the regular formats, probably about 4,000 views or so. And so, I'm happy with that, but I'll take whatever I can get. So my name is getting out there and people are enjoying what they're seeing to a degree. So thank you very much for your support. Here is a clip coming up.
Came first class, baby, then he sent it up in the clouds, but he promised he'd be back for the second time around. We'll wait for all the signs to pass and the trumpets will blow with a heavenly sound. The resurrected son's coming back for the second time around, yeah.
I'm not done with that song yet, and that's just kind of a clip. I do have to take care of the backup vocals, which there are none in that clip, and do some other things with the verse and get my my rhythm, my melodies concreted in so that they're a little more definite. Right now, I'm still playing with it and still experimenting on ways to present it and sing it. But for the most part, it is coming together. I do have to also fix some of the interludes in between the verses, etc. But that is just a preview of the song to expect this coming weekend called Second Time Around. Second Time Around. You'll find that on the Myles Revolution channel. Hopefully Saturday night or Sunday is when that should be issued and ready on YouTube. Now, I'm not particularly promoting this particular site, KTOM, but I am going to promote restaurant supply stores. Now, if you ever had a problem with your silverware where somebody throws something in the garbage or they decide to use it, you have a kid who uses a spoon as a shovel outside and ruins it, bins it, or whatever. So your silverware supply seems to get depleted. And then you decide you want to go to the store and find some replacements that match what you already have. Well, forget that because stores have made a racket out of silverware changing so that you can't get the same stuff. They want you to buy brand new silverware every time you lose something or you want to get a replacement here and there. Well, here's the solution. Here's what I've done. And I have actually the samples right here of what we have in our house right here. So let's move on with the video. So this particular site, K-Tom, we actually have got some silverware here because we have. So you can go pick out the various styles of silverware that you want. They do have lots. Really, they do have lots of kinds. And then you can see here how, let me put it on pause here. You can see how much they cost. Now, for $7.43, we got a dozen of these forks. And these are actually nice forks. As a matter of fact, we go to restaurants and we find the same exact silverware. And the reason you buy it this way is because if you lose something, you can get replacements. It's not a big deal. You just order some more because restaurant supply stores carry the same exact stuff for year on end and year down the road. So you never have to worry about your silverware becoming outdated. You can always get the same stuff. Uh, so here's an example. This fork is $7.43 for 1 dozen. Now in a store, you're going to get like full place settings when you buy your silverware. These they only sell it by the dozen, so don't ask for one these. This is a restaurant place where people buy things in bulk. And then you can see down below the other related products. So you can get the teaspoon, the tablespoon, the salad fork, and the knife that all match. And I don't know if you can see the prices here, but if you add a dozen of these, you're almost at the same price, maybe a little bit more, but not necessarily. Then you are buying it at Target or Walmart or Meyer or Fred Meyer or Smith's or whatever happens to be in your neighborhood. So my recommendation is if you always want to have matching silverware and you want to buy a replacement for it, buy it at a restaurant supply place establishment, whether you get it online or whether you get it at a local store and go pick it up. Buy it by the dozen, and you're going to save and replace that silverware when little Johnny decides to use it as a construction shovel. Okay, you remember this burn pile here that I started yesterday? That's what it looked like. And that's how it got started. Softly falls the light of day as my campfire fades away. Well, look at that. My pile is almost gone. And this is what the pile of rubble is reduced to, a mountain of ash. Uh, so the before picture, let me see here. There's the before, and here's the after. Now, what do you do with all that ash? Now, if you're out in middle America like we are, lots of times, you just let this sit in the rain and it'll often just disintegrate. But you're going to have to do something with the ash eventually. So, what it's good for killing everything over which it sits. So, if you have flower beds where you want nothing to grow, just go dump this ash on it. It'll do a great job of killing all your weeds. I wouldn't recommend putting it around a tree, at least not for at least 3 or 4 months until rain has a good job to rinse all the acidity out of it. But that's what you can do with your ash when it's done. You just have to let it sit. Otherwise, it's a great weed and grass, everything killer. Um, but that's what we did with the pile. And we're so fortunate, if you want to call it fortunate, to be able to burn that stuff. Now, I could have paid someone to come in and mulch it and then would put it as fertilizer, etc., around trees and plants and flower beds, etc. But he wanted $250 for that big mound, and I was like, nah, just let it match to it. That was my solution. So that's the morning cast with the Myles Revolution today for December. I hope that you have a wonderful day. If you haven't finished your shopping or whatever you're going to do for Christmas, you might want to wrap that up because this is the crazy weekend time when everybody and their dog is going to be out buying last minute things, whether it's a uh, roll of lifesavers or whatever it is for their gift or treat. I do have a Christmas story, which I probably will relate in the upcoming days. Um, because I was a foster parent and we also adopted kids, and so we actually have some pretty good foster parent stories. And maybe I should start telling those on here, and I think you might appreciate some of them. But we do have a great Christmas story in relation to foster kids and what people define as a gift. So have a nice day, have a nice night, or have a nice middle of the night, whenever you happen to be watching this. Goodbye for now.